I'm Saakshi Singla, a child and family counselor and a parenting coach, helping families heal and through their healing raise children who won't have to recover from their childhoods. Today I'm talking about intergenerational patterns and how trauma moves from parents to their children and to their children and to their children. So what are generational patterns and what is generational trauma? A growing body of research suggests that trauma like extreme stress, aggression, unhealthy relationships, dysfunctional family culture can be passed from one generation to the next. Trauma can leave a chemical mark on the person's genes, which can then be passed down from one generation to all the future generations coming after them. Seeing unhealthy patterns in your family, deciding that those patterns end with you and will not be passed down to your future generations is an extremely brave and powerful decision that you can take. When they tell me it runs in the family, I will tell them it runs out here. This will not move down to my children. I will never beat my child how I was beaten into obedience. I will parent differently and will never make my child feel the pain of isolation. I'm going to teach my daughters to stand up for themselves. I'm going to teach my daughters to first understand their own needs and find time to meet their own needs as well. In my counseling, I've heard multiple stories of aggression moving from one generation to the other in families, where a parent finds it difficult to control his or her anger and finds it almost impossible to be a calm parent, and very often falls prey to the old generational pattern of yelling and slapping the children because there was no other way that they understood children could be disciplined. Where does this come from? Where does the generational trauma come from? It comes from different relationships, daily life frustrations, feeling overextended as a parent or a professional, patriarchal problems, misogyny, not poverty, verbal abuse, sexual abuse, any kind of family dysfunctionality that we've seen in our families. It travels. The problem is that it travels and it will keep traveling from one generation to the other if we don't put a stop to it. Dysfunctional families where there's little peace in their lives, are somehow unable to also not be in the awareness of their own triggers or these generational patterns that they are carrying. Intergenerational trauma and its effects can really be passed down for a very long time unless we take the call of bringing the awareness. However we can do it, we are likely to repeat unconscious patterns until we bring them into our awareness. You have the power to begin the cycle of intergenerational healing. As parents, it is our responsibility to heal so that we don't have another generation of trauma passing off as what happens, they say, should remain in the family, or what we call is dysfunctional family culture.